I reside in the western region of Wyoming, where the landscape is dominated by small towns connected by lengthy roads. My town is one of these small settlements, encompassing around 40 to 50 buildings within the confines of a square mile. The nearest town is an hour's drive away. My cottage-style home is situated down a trail away from the town center, and my sole companion is my dog, Sam. Despite the isolation, I find solace in the tranquility. Working from home, my routine is typically uneventful. One winter evening, however, my sense of security was shaken. After finishing work at 5, I took Sam for our usual walk through a trail I had carved out in the forest behind our house. The sun began to set, prompting me to head back. During our return, Sam suddenly stopped, fixating on something ahead. Though it was somewhat dark, I could discern that there was nothing visible. Continuing forward, I noticed fresh footprints in the thin layer of snow on the trail heading in the direction of my house. Concerned, I quickened my pace as the snowfall intensified. Upon reaching home, an uneasy feeling persisted. Sam, seemingly unaffected, prompted me to investigate further. Checking for footprints around the house, I discovered a set leading to the back door and back out, accompanied by an unsettling trail of water inside. Alarmed, I retrieved my hunting rifle, feeling vulnerable and unsure of the intruder's intentions. The situation intensified as I heard heavy footsteps fleeing from the window when I opened the blinds. Remaining vigilant for hours, the police, with limited resources, offered little assistance. The incident left me unsettled, emphasizing the isolation of living in such a remote area. Thanks to Sam's intervention, the intrusion ceased, but the mystery lingered, leaving me more wary of my solitude. Several years ago, during my college days, a peculiar incident occurred during winter break. The dorms were emptied, and I was awaiting my parents' arrival on the last day. Late at night, I was startled by a knock on my door. Opening it, I found a bundled-up young man claiming to be looking for his roommate, providing vague descriptions. Suspicious, I questioned him, but his answers were evasive and strange, leaving me unsettled in the quiet, nearly deserted building. Realizing I had already made a mistake by opening the door, I stepped back, allowing him to enter. With little of value in my room, I hoped for a quick exit. As he explored, I seized the opportunity to leave, prompting an offended look from him. Contemplating his odd appearance, I noted he seemed to have just come from outside, with water droplets on his jacket from melted snow. The incident perplexed me, especially considering the randomness of his visit to my third-floor dorm at 10 p.m. The perplexity kept me awake, prompting me to fortify my door before my parents arrived. The following day, I reported the incident to the police, who unexpectedly showed heightened interest. They explained a fellow student had gone missing, and the guy at my dorm was a potential lead. Days turned to weeks, then months, with no resolution. The missing student never turned up. Reflecting on the incident, I questioned the stranger's motives and if he had intended to make me disappear as well. Many unanswered questions lingered, and the truth remained elusive. I work for a local grocery chain, driving a large van between stores. The job is simple, but becomes stressful in winter due to the challenging driving conditions. On this snowy day, I completed deliveries at 4 stores. But as the snow intensified, the roads became treacherous. With no cargo in the van, I had to drive cautiously, mindful of the lighter back wheels. The drive back started well, but the further I got, the less plowed and darker the roads became. The combination of dark, unplowed, and snowy roads made for a challenging drive, especially with the lighter van. Despite the stress, I navigated carefully, knowing that large vehicles have better traction in the snow when laden with cargo. As I approached the warehouse on a less busy, plowed side route, I was surprised to find it recently cleared of snow. However, my relief turned to shock when the road abruptly became packed with snow ahead. Fortunately, I halted in time, but the sudden stop left me bewildered. Inspecting the road, I noticed clear tracks from multiple vehicles, indicating recent activity. Not far from my van, I found expensive equipment scattered on the ground, seemingly fallen from a truck heading to the warehouse. Feeling uneasy, I backed out and took the longer route to the front entrance. Upon arriving, my work phone buzzed with a rare call from the night manager, who urged me to use the main entrance and confirmed if I was okay. Intrigued, I went inside to talk to him. It turned out that a neighboring warehouse had reported a driver getting jumped and robbed on the back road. I recounted my experience, and it became clear that I had narrowly avoided falling into a trap set by a group of robbers. The thieves, caught shortly after, had turned the road into a trap, following trucks, blocking the only exit, and robbing the cargo at gunpoint. The stolen equipment, equipped with internal trackers, led to their swift apprehension. Reflecting on the close call, I felt a lingering sense of unease, realizing that arriving just minutes earlier could have placed me in a dangerous situation.